The Aral Sea, located in the heart of Central Asia, used to be the fourth largest lake in the world. Over the last 50 to 55 years, the volume of water in the lake has decreased by more than 15 times. The water level has dropped by 29 meters, and the coastline has retreated by hundreds of kilometers. The salinity level in the water has reached 150 to 300 grams per liter. The Aral Sea's drying up has caused a whole range of problems in the Aral Sea region. Its implication has global consequences. Climate change, shortage of drinking water, increase in morbidity rates, decrease in employment and incomes of the population, and degradation of the flora and fauna gene pool. To assist the mitigation of the consequences of the Aral Sea crisis and supporting the affected population, the UN agencies in Uzbekistan are implementing the UN Joint Programme, funded by the United Nations Trust Fund for Human Security. It focuses expansion of employment and creation of income generation sources through the implementation of innovative projects, dissemination of sustainable agricultural practices and development of the tourism industry, improvement of social infrastructure in rural areas, enhancing the capacity of healthcare providers on family planning, mother and child health protection and antenatal care, raising public awareness on prevention of respiratory, cardiovascular and gastrointestinal diseases. To identify the demands and needs of the population most affected by the Aral Sea crisis, an independent sociological survey was conducted in Karakalpakstan. The results of the needs assessment identified a range of problems, the solution of which require attracting significant investments to the region and coordinated assistance of all partners. At present, based on the results of the needs assessment, the UN and the government of Uzbekistan are jointly working on establishing a multi-partner human security trust fund for the Aral Sea region. The fund is designed to function in line with the strategy for the development of the region and, importantly, with the engagement of the international community to improve the livelihoods of the affected population, as well as enhancing the national and local capacities to develop and implement projects based on international standards. The fund structure includes the following: the steering committee, comprised by the representatives of the government, the UN and donors, defines and approves the fund's strategy and projects for funding. The fund administrator mobilizes donor funds and distributes funds among executing agencies in line with decisions of the fund's steering committee. The technical secretariat performs the functions of program and financial coordination, monitoring and evaluation of the project implementation process. Executing agencies might include UN agencies, government agencies, non-governmental organizations and development partners to be involved in the implementation of projects to be funded by the fund. The priority areas of the fund: expansion of employment and creation of income generation sources, creation of conditions for the reproduction and preservation of the gene pool and public health, improvement of the system of rational management of water resources, rehabilitation and conservation of the ecosystem and biodiversity of the Aral Sea region. The fund's activities will be guided by human security concept, thus focused on addressing various insecurities faced by the affected population. We call all our partners to join the efforts on mitigation of the consequences of the Aral Sea crisis through participation in the establishment and operation of the multi-partner Human Security Trust Fund for the Aral Sea region. The UN Joint Programme, building the resilience of communities affected by the Aral Sea disaster through a multi-partner Human Security Fund for the Aral Sea. The sea is gone, people are not.